It was a stormy evening, and I was on my usual train ride home. The rain lashed against the windows, and the sound of thunder echoed faintly in the distance. It had been a long day at work, and I was lost in my thoughts as the train rattled along the tracks. The carriage wasn't crowded, but it wasn't empty either. People were quietly reading, scrolling on their phones, or staring out into the rain soaked darkness. That's when I saw her. She was sitting a few rows ahead, near the window. At first, I noticed her red scarf. It stood out against the dull, gray surroundings of the train. She was reading a book, completely absorbed, with a small smile playing on her lips. I don't know what it was about her. Maybe it was the way she seemed so peaceful amidst the chaos of the storm. But I couldn't take my eyes off her. I quickly looked away when she glanced up, hoping she hadn't noticed me staring. But to my surprise, she smiled. Just a shy, fleeting smile, and then returned to her book. My heart skipped a beat. For the next few minutes, I tried to focus on my own book, but my eyes kept drifting back to her. She was different. I could feel it. There was something about her presence that filled the air with warmth, even as the storm raged outside. Then it happened. As the train hit a sudden bump, her suitcase, which she had placed on the seat beside her, tumbled to the floor. The contents spilled out: books, notebooks, small scarf, and a few other belongings. She gasped and quickly bent down to pick them up. Without thinking, I got up and walked over to help her. "Let me help you," I said, crouching down to gather her scattered books. She looked up at me, her eyes wide with gratitude. "Oh, thank you. That was clumsy of me." Her voice was soft, almost musical. "No problem," I said, handing her a notebook. "You've got quite a collection here." She laughed lightly, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. "I'm a writer, or at least, I'm trying to be one." "A writer?" I asked, intrigued. "What do you write about?" "Travel stories mostly," she said. "I've been to so many places, and I love capturing those experiences in words. There's something magical about sharing your journey with others. Her words fascinated me. I had lived in this same small town my entire life, never venturing far. Listening to her talk about travel felt like peeking into a world I had only dreamed of. "What about you?" she asked as we both sat down. "Do you travel?" I hesitated, feeling a bit embarrassed. "Not really. I've never left my town. Life just happened, I guess." She tilted her head, studying me. "That's a shame. The world is so big and full of stories waiting to be discovered." We talked for what felt like hours. Thought it was probably only minutes. She told me about the mountains in Switzerland, the beaches in Thailand, and the bustling streets of New York. Her eyes lit up as she described the people she had met, the lessons she had learned along the way. For the first time, I felt a spark of something I hadn't felt in years: curiosity. But just as the conversation deepened, the train slowed to a stop. She glanced out the window and sighed. "This is my stop." My heart sunk. "Already?" She nodded, standing up and pulling her suitcase behind her. I followed her to the door, not wanting the moment to end. "Thank you for helping me," she said, turning to face me. "And for listening. It was nice talking to you." "The pleasure was mine," I said, struggling to find the right words. "Maybe we'll meet again, someday." She smiled, but it was a sad, knowing smile. "Maybe take her." And with that, she stepped off the train and disappeared into the rainy night. I stood there, staring out the window as the train pulled away. My mind raced with questions. Who was she? Could I ever see her again? But more than anything, I felt a deep sense of regret for never stepping out of my comfort zone. That night, I made a decision. I would travel. For years, I had been stuck in the same routine, afraid to take risks or try new things. But meeting her, even for such a brief moment, had ignited something in me. She had shown me a glimpse of what was possible, and I couldn't ignore it anymore. Over the next few weeks, I started saving up and planning my first trip. I didn't know where I would go or what I would find, but I knew I had to start somewhere. And as I lay in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, I often thought of her, the mysterious woman with a red scarf. I didn't even know her name, but she had changed my life in ways I couldn't explain. Sometimes it only takes a brief encounter to inspire us to take the first step toward something new. Life is full of surprises, and the smallest moments can leave the biggest impact. I hope you liked this story. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.